Shohei Ohtani is not making very many friends with congressional folks in California. Lawmakers are angry at Shohei Ohtani, and they are trying to pass a bill to make sure that he pays his taxes, even though his money is being deferred. We'll break it down in just a second because it's wild. They're just crying about it. Now, staying with the law and lawmakers, we have big updates on both Julio Urias as well as Wander Franco. And then aside from all of that mess, we also have an update on a Japanese pitcher that just signed with the Cubs. There's a lot to break down today, so make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe because we post these almost every single day. And real quick before we get into all of the news, baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you guys download and use code Fuzzy for a $100 deposit match. I'm going to go with the over on this Ruiz 56.5 stolen bases because the dude almost stole 90 in AAA. He ended September on fire. I think that Ruiz could legitimately steal 80 bags in the big leagues. He's that quick and that efficient. So make sure you guys use code Fuzzy when you download Underdog Fantasy. Shameless plug out the way. Let's go ahead and give the updates on both Julio Urias and Wander Franco. Urias first because the news broke yesterday that he will not be charged with a felony. Now, I have no idea what that means for his future. I genuinely do not think that Julio Urias is going to get a second opportunity, or I should say a third opportunity, because he's already been in trouble off the field when it comes to just being a bad person. But I did want to give an update because there are a lot of Dodgers fans that watch these videos. They've basically replaced Urias with Glasnow and Yamamoto, as well as Ohtani in 2025. So Urias, it almost seems like he's all but been forgotten by the Dodgers front office. He's not going to be a felon, I guess, but I am hearing rumors that they're still going to be pursuing misdemeanor charges, so there's still some opportunity for Julio Urias to get in trouble. I doubt that he ever plays in baseball ever again. We've given him way too many chances. Now, just like Julio Urias, I doubt that Wander Franco is ever going to play baseball, at least professionally in America, ever again, because allegedly, his visa is about to get revoked, and that's because lawmakers in America are almost saying that Wander Franco is a flight risk to the public safety. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know all of the logistics of litigation or anything like that, but according to the alleged rumors, the mom is now on house arrest, the mom of the victim, not Wander Franco's mom. So the mom of the victim is on house arrest for money laundering and blackmail, and then Wander Franco, he's now out. He paid like $34,000 and he has to check in once a month with prosecutors in the Dominican Republic. But I don't know if that means he's allowed to come back to America because they might be revoking his visa, according to Ken Rosenthal. So the update for Wander Franco is I don't really have an update because I have no idea what's about to happen. So before we talk about the Japanese pitcher that is going to the Cubs, let's talk about this new bill that is trying to be introduced. I'm going to call it the Shohei Ohtani bill. So basically this person, Malia Cohen, she put out this graphic right here. The current tax system allows for unlimited deferrals for those fortunate enough to be in the highest tax brackets, creating a significant imbalance in the tax structure. So basically what she's saying is that because Shohei Ohtani is deferring like $680 million of his $700 million contract in the hope of when that contract is over, maybe Ohtani is done with the Dodgers and he goes to sign with a team like the Rangers or the Marlins where the state income tax is non-existent. So essentially, this bill is trying to avoid players or actors circumnavigating the idea of you can sign a big-time contract in California, defer everything, go to a different state or just go to a different country where the tax bracket isn't quite the same, so you can really avoid all of the California taxes. So even if you leave, you're still going to be paying taxes in California, which I don't really quite understand. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I dropped out of college. I tried to do biology and business. It was way too hard. Okay, I failed economics. I'm just giving you guys the update that Ohtani, he's breaking all the rules and I'm here for it. Even though he's not breaking the rules and he's just doing exactly what the CBA allows, I guess California is just not happy that they're missing out on taxes on almost $1 billion. So there you go. What do you think of this? The Cubs and Shota Imanaga have agreed on a deal. Now, the specific details of the rule are not public quite yet, but I'm hearing that is a 2-year, $30 million deal, but with incentives and options and stuff like that, it can get all the way up to an $80 million deal. So if you guys have no idea who Shota Imanaga is, he was the nastiest lefty in all of the WBC in terms of stuff. I got that from Foolish Baseball, so Foolish Baseball, he's never wrong. You guys know, Shota, he's nasty because Foolish said he's nasty. In 2020, Shota had a 3.2 ERA and a 10.7 strikeouts per 9. In 2021, the ERA got better, but the strikeouts kind of dipped, and then in 2022, the ERA got even better with a 2.04 ERA and 8.6 strikeouts per 9. And then last year, the dude was ultra efficient and he was striking out everyone left and right. He had a 2.6 ERA with a near 11 strikeouts per 9. And if you guys missed him in the WBC, he's got really good ride on his pitches. He also has a low extension in terms of release point. So I don't think that Shota is going to be a full-blown ace, especially considering the Cubs have Justin Steele, who is one of the most underrated pitchers in baseball. I still think that he can be a top 15 pitcher in baseball when he's not ending 2023 how he did, because that was sad to watch. According to Fangraph predictions, it looks like Shota is going to be their number 3 starter, just behind Jameson Taillon. And I love Jameson Taillon as a person, but I don't think that he's very good as a starting pitcher, especially going into his age 32 season. But age 31, 32 is kind of when a pitcher breaks out. It's kind of the opposite of positional players. So maybe Jameson Taillon, he figures something out over the offseason. You then have Imanaga. I think I botched his last name a couple seconds ago. I'm sorry about that. Kyle Hendricks, and then Jordan Hicks. He's a big, tall guy. He's got a pretty bright future. I mean, this is a pretty solid rotation if you ask me. So again, the Cubs are getting Shota Imanaga. I hope I said it right that time. He is a Japanese pitcher. He's not the tallest guy. He's 5'10". He throws anywhere from 94 to 96 miles an hour. He has fantastic control on the fastball as well as the slider. His splitter's pretty good as well, but I would say he's more of a 2-pitch, maybe 3-pitch pitcher. But for me, my prediction is the fastball and the slider are going to be his go-tos, with maybe the splitter and an 0-2 count or something like that as a waste pitch to try and get some chases. So there you go. Shota Imanaga. He's probably going to be the Marcus Stroman replacement, because I think that Stroman is about to leave to the Yankees of all teams. The reason why I say the Yankees of all teams, because Marcus Stroman in the past has talked some major smack about New York. So way back, I think this was in 2021, he said the Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. They routinely spend more than any other team and acquire the biggest names at every trade deadline. The way they spend and the players they get should result in much more success. I don't think that he's necessarily wrong, but why is he saying this on Twitter? And then a year later, Marcus Stroman doubled down and said, besides Cole, there's no current Yankee pitcher who will be anywhere in my league over the next 5 to 7 years. Their pitching always folds in the end. That lineup and payroll should be winning World Series left and right, yet they're in a drought. Now, if it was me, Fuzzy, or any other random baseball fan, I feel like you'd be able to get away with this, but why is Marcus Stroman just going off on random people? Now, he hasn't tweeted in 6 to 7 months, and I feel like his PR team really said, hey, Marcus, could you do us a favor and stop talking? But honestly, as soon as the Yankees signed Josh Donaldson, if you guys don't remember, Donaldson and Garrett Cole, they had some beef back in the day, because I think Donaldson was making fun of the fact that Garrett Cole used spider tack. I think that's pretty well known. Garrett Cole, he got angry. He was punching out Donaldson left and right. And then they became teammates in New York. Donaldson was there for a season and a half or something like that. A few seasons. I can't exactly remember how long his tenure was with the Yankees. But if Donaldson and Cole could become friends, yeah, Marcus Stroman of the Yankees, they can forgive each other, because the Yankees desperately need starting pitching depth. So that does it for today's recap. I appreciate you guys watching until the end. And if you did, leave a like. And also, if you're brand new, do me a favor, a big favor. Click that subscribe button. We are so close to 500,000 subscribers. And I'll catch you in the next one.